Oh my god, sorry. You guys are early. That's okay, I could really use the company.
Divas, I love a bit.
Hello, everyone. My name is Blaine Christopher, and welcome to our book club. Blaine's Book Club. Okay, so it's not a real book club. I feel like it would be quite egotistical if I named it after myself, but I thought it would be a cute username to talk about books online with you guys. I'm a huge fan of BookTube. It just looked like so much fun, so I wanted to join in. So I guess let's start with introductions. A little bit about me. My name is Blaine Christopher. Did that. Blaine's Book Club. Did that. I use they, them pronouns. I'm a Scorpio sun, Leo moon, Taurus rising, so I have a lot of opinions. I have 4 cats. Big, Wes, Bear, and Cowboy, and they are really tired of hearing me yap about books, so I came here to yap to you, find my online community.
This is so dorky.
Hey nerds! Is there anything else I should talk about? Oh, I live in New York City. I love getting coffee with friends, going for long walks. I love horror movies. Scream is my favorite movie of all time. I'm a huge slasher nerd, and I love books.
Okay, diva.
Before we begin today's video, I wanted to give a brief introduction to this channel by giving 3 very serious, very important disclaimers. I'm here to have fun, girl. I'm here to have fun. I love learning. I'm not some highbrow academic, although I love those, and I watch a lot of very, very intelligent people on here. And of course, we're gonna have smart conversations. Yes, I definitely want to challenge myself and view things with a critical lens and be open-hearted, open-minded. I'm gonna read what brings me joy. So any reviews or dialogue about the books I'm reading, it's gonna be very opinion-based. What if you read a book that I'm reading and then I'm like giving my opinion and talking about it and you're like, oh my god, I agree, or oh my god, I disagree, and then we talk about it more? Fun. Boo. Spoilers suck. And I'm not gonna do it without warning. If I wanna give a spoiler, if I wanna talk about an important plot point, I will let you know. Trust. Like I said earlier, I started this channel because I love watching BookTube, and I will always credit any creators that I draw inspiration from. I'm loving a lot of these reading challenges I'm seeing, these 24-hour, stay up for 24 hours and read, all these different things. I definitely want to join in on the fun with that. If I get an idea from someone, I will obviously always credit them. Oh my god. That was really serious. That was too serious. Cheers to this channel beginning. I am so thrilled. Anything else I want to say before we get started? I don't think so. Oh. We time traveled. Good morning, good morning. Listen, I recorded twice last night. The sound wasn't giving what it needed to give. So I have upgraded. I have this little baby mic, and I am officially so professional, no longer using my phone as a mic.
Okay, professional, get into it.
Get into it. Okay, I got this bookcase yesterday. I got it from Furnish Green, which is in Chelsea, here in New York City. It's this really cool vintage shop that curates its pieces every other week. If you're in NYC, you should check it out. Not sponsored. I have 1 subscriber. Hello, Talon. Okay. Basically, what I thought we would do today is go through my bookcase. As you can see, it is a little bare, and there's a reason for that. This is the reason I am donating a shit ton of books and plays and academic theater books. I studied theater, if you could not tell, and I don't need these anymore. They're gonna find great homes. I think the inspiration behind this spring cleaning of sorts of my bookshelf is I earlier this year rekindled my love for reading. I loved books when I was younger, and then as I aged, didn't really read. And so I wanted to make room for this new era of reading and books and really, you know, create a collection that I love rather than a collection that's just going to sit there. That's why I don't have too many books, but I thought it would be really fun to go through all my books and give a little tour. There's quite a bit of TBR to be read on this bookcase. I believe I've read maybe 15 of these. So there's a lot of TBR. That's That's cool to go through, right? We're gonna do it anyway. Okay, where to start? Where to start? We're gonna start with water, actually, because
Would you believe me if I told you I never finished that sentence?
where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Let's start over here. So I kind of have this organized a little. We can start with my horror and thriller section. First up, I have I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. It's about a teenager named Tolly. He has an unfortunate fate of being a serial killer, of being a teenage slasher. Really good. I recommend it. Okay, well, I did give it 3 stars on Goodreads, but that's because I should change it to 4 stars because I still think about this book. Next up, we have Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar or Cesar. This book is about Quinn. She moves to a small town with her dad. Her mother just passed away, so they're moving there to start a new life. Clowns attack the youth of this town. The book, great. The movie, it's not good. The book really goes into details. The movie doesn't. What's new? It is so crazy reading about gore and like you could almost feel the knife going in. Ooh. The audience for this is definitely teenagers, but I kind of love that shit. So whatever, sue me. Next up, we have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This is on my TBR. And I think she like stalks this couple next door and something happens. Can't wait to find out. Lucy Foley's The Hunting Party. I just read this. It starts out very slow. And then once you get like 100-ish pages in, you are along for the ride. I was turning pages so quickly. I finished this in like a day and a half. The characters are very unlikable, but that's kind of the fun of it. Basically, it's like rich people behaving badly in the wilderness. And I love that. The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. He was the author of I Was a Teenage Slasher. I heard this book is phenom, have not read it yet. It's a tale of revenge, cultural identity, and the cost of breaking from tradition in this latest novel. From the Jordan Peele of horror literature, Stephen Graham Jones. Okay. Calling yourself the Jordan Peele of horror literature, you better live up to that. I'll let you know. The Flight Attendant by Chris Bajalain. This was an HBO series that I loved, and so my stepmother gave it to me as a gift one Christmas because all I did when I was home that year was binge watch the show. I read it, loved it. It's about a flight attendant who is an alcoholic, and she wakes up after having a night out with this like rich billionaire. She wakes up in bed with him and he is dead, and she blacked out because she was what? Drunk. And so she's like, what happened? And chaos ensues. Bunny by Mona Awad. I have not read this yet. I am very much looking forward to reading it. I have heard this book box. A scholarship student joins a clique of unbearably saccharine yet sinister rich girls who call each other Bunny and seem to move and speak as one. That sounds cunty as fuck. I can't wait to read that, and I can't wait to look up what saccharine means. Let's do it right now.
Saccharin.
Saccharin. Saccharin can refer to something overly sweet, or it can refer to the artificial sweetener saccharin. The more you know. This is called Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle. Did I buy this book because it's called Bury Your Gaze by an author named Chuck Tingle? Yes. Yes, I did. I haven't read this yet. It's about an actor who is nominated for an Oscar, and he has to kill off the gay competition. I really hope this book is good because I can't wait to read it. The Couple Next Door by Shari LaPena. Sherry LaPena? Let's look it up. She's Canadian. How do I say your name, girl? How do I say your name?
Sherry LaPena.
Sherry LaPena. I was watching one of my favorite booktubers here, Kalila D. She was absolutely losing her mind while reading this. She was geeking the whole time. I want to experience that. Maybe I'll do a reading vlog, reading my horror and thriller TBRs. Ideas are brewing. My cat just fucking did like a backflip. Moving on to fiction. Well, these are also fiction. Moving on to a broad spectrum of fiction. Stay Another Day by Juno Dawson. It's giving Christmas. It's giving gay. It's giving family. It's giving Scotland, Edinburgh, I think, vibes. Loved it. I gave it 5 stars. Emma Straub's All Adults Here. Have not read this yet. Astrid Strick's 3 children may be adults now, but that doesn't mean they are all grown up. To their siblings, to their mother, even to some spouses. Their recent life decisions have been questionable. But the truth is, even Astrid herself is up to things that make her children's hair curl. I bought this book with my stepmom when I was back in North Carolina visiting. I was like, ooh, I am currently experiencing hanging out with my adult sibling. This looks like a fun book. And she was like, it's not fun, which makes me think that maybe this book is very sad. I have fun with sadness. I contain multitudes.
Rolling my eyes.
The Island of Sea Women by Lisa C. It is about a all-female diving collective over many decades. I am trying to get more into historical fiction, which is why I bought this, and the reviews are great. Swimming in the Dark by Tomasz Jadrowski. Read this book. I am going to talk more in depth about this book in next week's video. The queer books I've read this summer, and this was my favorite. We'll talk about it next week. Don't you worry. Normal People by Sally Rooney. I haven't read this yet. I started it for a book club, and then I just stopped reading it for some reason. People love her, so I am definitely gonna revisit this book. All Fours by Miranda July. This is at the very top of my TBR, an irreverently sexy, tender, hilarious, and surprising novel about a woman upending her life. When I bought this book at the Strand, the cashier was like, All Fours, Miranda July. Have fun. I plan to, Diva. William S. Burroughs. Queer. I'm making a video of me reading this book and then comparing it to the movie. Food Person by Adam Roberts. Also on my TBR, I believe this is about a food writer who's working with a celebrity who's writing a cookbook who doesn't care about cooking. The review says a savory meal of a debut. And the cover, I bought this for the cover. I judged a book by the cover. Casey McQuiston's The Pairing. Basically, I googled Emily Henry but gay, and someone on Reddit recommended Casey McQuiston. This book was okay. It was very horny. It's about 2 exes who go on this trip they planned together before they broke up, and they make a bet to see who can fuck the most people. There is a non-binary main character love interest, and I really loved seeing that representation. And the book was sexy. Casey McQuiston, Red, White, and Royal Blue. I bought this book because I watched the scene where they're having sex, and the look in one of the characters' eyes while he's bottoming, I think, was beautiful. And I want to see that put into words. Really exposing myself here. Okay, I'm going to speed run through these because I'm making a video all about Emily Henry. So I don't want to go too deep into them right now. Happy Place. I love, love, love Emily Henry. I did not like this book. I think it's because I read it right after Funny Story, and I loved Funny Story. So I think I was a little burnt out by this because it wasn't as good. Beach read, Emily Henry. I love how this book talks about grief. January is a great narrator. There were moments that were a little cheesy, a little BuzzFeedy, but I am a sucker for good banter, and I feel like there's a lot of that in this book. Funny Story by Emily Henry. When this becomes a movie, if they do it right, it could be one of the great rom-coms of our day. This book, so good. People We Meet on Vacation. I have not read this yet. I'm going to read it for the video I'm making. And then I'm also going to read Book Lovers eventually, but I don't have that on my shelf. And last on Emily Henry, I have Great Big Beautiful Life. A lot of people online, I think a lot of Emily Henry stans did not enjoy this book as much, but I really, really enjoyed it. It's about 2 writers competing to write a memoir about this old socialite named Margaret, and they fall in love. Next up, I have Evenings and Weekends by Oisin McKenna. I read this as a part of the Inklings Book Club, which is Jack Edwards' book club. I am a big Jack Edwards fan, and I am a big fan of this book. There is a queer character in this that I really resonated with. It just really hit home for me, and I think that's why I love it so much, honestly. It's all in third person. There's a lot of characters. The way they interconnect is really interesting. It reads very like stream of consciousness, even though it's third person. And my brain very much works like that. I saw in a lot of the discussion boards that was a main issue for people. I really, really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. Red Rising by Pierce Brown. This is the first in the series. I was watching Kalila D on YouTube, and she was freaking out about the 3rd book. And so I thought this would be a great introduction into like fantasy for me. I think it's fantasy, or maybe it's sci-fi. It says it's the next Hunger Games, so maybe I'll do like a Red Rising series video. Who knows? Next up, we have The Song of Achilles.
Correction, it's pronounced Achilles.
By Madeline Miller. I bought this book because my besties, Megan and Liz, both gave this 5 stars on Goodreads, and if my best friends give a book 5 stars on Goodreads, I have to read it. I don't know much about this book. I know, obviously, it's mythology, I know it's queer, and apparently I'm gonna cry. I'm currently reading On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. It's going to take me a hot minute. I am really taking my time annotating and really absorbing what Ocean has to say. It's a letter to his mother. This was recommended to me by my friend Ethan, and he said it was his favorite book that he's read this year. And I'm only 22 pages in, I am locked the fuck in. I have very little nonfiction. Self-Sabotage and Other Ways I've Spent My Time by Jeffrey Self. This book was messy. It's a collection of essays from this diva named Jeffrey Self. He is a queer actor, and he talks about his experiences. I'm going to get more into it next week when we talk about the queer books that I've read this summer. Into Every Generation, A Slayer is Born by Evan Ross Katz. I am obsessed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I devoured this book, and I will devour it again. Life Isn't Binary by Meg John Barker and Alex Ian Taffy. I started this book, did not finish it, but I am excited to revisit it. It talks about the spectrum of queerness. It talks about being non-binary, and I think that's really important as a non-binary individual to read about that. Okay. I know I keep saying this, that I'm going to breeze through, but I am truly going to breeze through the plays because my camera is dying. We have The Norton Shakespeare. This is the 3rd edition. It is the entire collection of Shakespeare's works. I got this in college. I will never, ever get rid of it. I adore Shakespeare, and also I just feel so like, holding this book, like, yeah, I read, I work out.
Okay, honey, don't hurt yourself.
Sam Shepard, 7 plays by him. He is one of the great American playwrights. Tea and Sympathy by Robert Anderson. It is gay, and I love it. Fleabag by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Got this in London. I was studying abroad while the West End production was happening, and I didn't see it. A curse upon my firstborn child. A collection of Shakespeare's comedies. Blaine, why do you have a collection of Shakespeare's comedies when you already have the entire collection here? Because this book is pretty, and I stole it from my dad in high school, and it's very sentimental to me. A collection of Ibsen. I love A Dollhouse. Need to read the others, to be honest. Lysistrata by Aristophanes. Arcadia by Tom Stoppard. This play is very wordy, and that's why I kept it. I was in it in college, and I really want to revisit it so I can maybe dissect it more now that I'm older and smarter. Hello! The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde is the diva. The Plays of Anton Chekhov, translated by Paul Schmidt. Love Chekhov. Angels in America by Tony Kushner is my favorite play of all time. If you don't read plays, you should still read this play. It is absolutely gorgeous, stunning, takes place during the AIDS epidemic in New York City. It's like this grand fantasy, but also so real, just raw. Please read this play, or see this play, or watch the miniseries on HBO. 6 plays by Lillian Hellman. Not gonna lie, haven't read any of these plays, but I will one day. The Collected Plays of Neil Simon. Funny guy. The Norton Anthology of Drama, Volume 1. The Greek Classics. I bought this in college. I studied a lot of the plays in here. Okay, the last thing on my bookshelf is the Longman Pronunciation Dictionary. This is the dictionary of IPA, which is the International Phonetic Alphabet. Will I still be an actor in the future? I have no idea. But I'm keeping this because it's a very helpful tool. Even if I'm not acting, I could practice my accents for fun, because trust, they are horrible. Guys, that's all the books I have. We should do like a little book shopping vlog. That could be fun. I think I am going to say goodbye. If you have any recommendations at all, please leave them in the comments. I am so open to hearing people's thoughts and would love to hear what you think I should read. Welcome to the channel. I'm so excited to have you, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.